Welcome to the Excel Zone's Academic Coaching Study Skills Series. Today's topic is BDA, note-taking tips for your classes' lectures. Why do we note-take? Whether it's to help us make sense of our learning, remind us about information, or even support us with engaging in our class lectures, we can all take notes. On the other hand, do you ever look through your notes prior to a test or try using your notes to support you with a project or assignment and end up asking yourself, what did I write here? What did my professor mean by... Ugh, I don't remember what and why these details were important in the first place. Well, I want to share with you some note-taking tips that can resolve those questions altogether by turning your notes into the ultimate study guide. Let's enhance your note-taking skills today by using the before, during, and after note-taking strategy, aka BDA. BDA strategy before is all about setting up your notes at the beginning of class. If possible, try to get to class early. Give yourself some time to format your notes. Basic information like title, course name, date, and page number can help keep your notes organized and in chronological order. Then format your paper, 1/3 by 2/3. 1/3 will be for review. The 2/3 section is for your notes. You can add a summary section at the bottom, or if you're like me and write big or are in long lecture classes, then use the page's backside for your summary section. Formatting notes helps you organize where your thoughts will be placed and is the foundation of building your own ultimate study guide. BDA strategy during is all about your approach to writing notes during the lecture. To continue building your notes into that ultimate study guide, you can use some of these annotations to help organize your notes and highlight what is important to your learning. Try organizing with an outline. Use numbers, bullet points, underlining, or indenting. Using abbreviations can shorten the amount of time you spend writing, so you don't miss out on certain details of a topic. Create symbols to remind you of items your professor shares, or as place markers to ask questions and fill in missing information. List big ideas. Notes are supposed to be short. You're not writing an essay during your class's lecture, so focus on your professor's lecture pattern. If they repeat ideas, keywords, or a topic frequently, write that information down. Using annotations are helpful. What's going to elevate your during note-taking skills is thinking while you write. What I mean is, be an active listener. As information is shared, write down what makes sense to you. Keep in mind, lectures are just one of the many ways you access your course's information to learn. So listen for information that relates to your assignments and readings. What information is most important? And could that information be used later to support you with studying for a test, writing an essay, or completing a project? Think about which during note-taking annotation you'd like to try. Go ahead and pause the video. When you come back, we're going to practice those before and during note-taking skills. Let's watch and take Cornell or 1/3, 2/3 notes.
Today's class is not super involved, so I'm basically going to be talking about the review for the quiz and your workshop. So this quiz is a little bit different from your previous quizzes because it looks at what we've been working at throughout the semester with working with sources. You can refer to the readings from weeks 6, 7, and 9, as well as our ongoing discussion of source citations. So make sure you check your notes, check back to other things we've said about source citation. We've been talking about this all semester, so I feel like you guys are experts at this point. The things that you want to keep in the forefront of your mind when you take this quiz are the setup for in-text citation. What are those parts called? Like your signal phrases, the parenthetic citation, summaries, paraphrases, and quotations. So what is the difference between those? And then what are the differences between primary and secondary sources? Most of the questions, if not all of them, should address those issues. There are no questions that ask for specific names of authors, although there are some questions about what you do with databases like Google or Wikipedia, as well as what you do with databases like our Auraria library database. Because there are a few more questions on this quiz, we'll have additional time to complete it. The grace period is still 5 minutes. This quiz will open at midnight, so 12 a.m. on the 17th, so that's late tonight, and it will stay open until the 25th, 12 a.m. Have basically 8 days to do it. The other activity for today is your Paper 3 workshop. This is a discussion assignment, so I've added the link to the draft workshop in the discussion forum. If you would please make your responses no later than April 23rd, that will be helpful to everyone as you work on your next draft. I will be commenting on your drafts in the Dropbox, so if you haven't put them in the Dropbox yet, make sure that you go ahead and do that so that you can get feedback from me as you move forward. In your work for the agenda, it asks you to highlight the sections that you want feedback on. So once you have your draft open, highlight your thesis or add it in bold at the top of your first page. Alternately, you can type this into the comments of your discussion forum. Highlight up to one paragraph in the draft that you'd like feedback on. And then in the comment section of your discussion, include up to 3 questions, only one is required, that you would like readers to address when they look at your draft. Once you posted yours, you should do the same for your peers. Go in and read through what their concerns are, respond to at least 2 of your classmates, though more responses are welcome. If a classmate already has numerous responses, spread the workshop love around. Make sure you go and look at someone who might need more feedback. I will, of course, be giving everybody feedback if your work is in the Dropbox. So if it's not, make sure you post it there so that you can get good, helpful information for moving forward in your draft. Other than that, that was all that I have planned for you today.
All right, place your notes off to the side. Let's explore the last step to making your notes into the ultimate study guide. The last step is review your notes. The after strategy is done in 2 parts. The first is when class is over. Take 5 to 10 minutes and recall information from the lecture. Write big ideas, create quiz questions, or add vocabulary terms. Then, within 24 hours after your class, summarize. Use this time to revise and reorganize the lecture information that best fits your understanding, and even redraw diagrams or spell out abbreviations. Most importantly, write a summary of what you learned from your lecture notes. Reviewing your notes right after class and again 24 hours later will help you make your own meaning of the information. Now it's your turn. Go back and use the after note-taking strategy on your notes. Go ahead and pause the video. When you're finished reviewing your notes, I'll be waiting with some final words about the BDA note-taking strategy. BDA can provide you structure and an active approach to your notes, as well as a plan to studying your class's content. So, what tip from the before, during, and after note-taking strategy can you use for your next class lecture? Leave your answer below in the comments, or request a virtual academic coaching session for more note-taking support, whether it's class lectures, textbooks, or projects. See you next time.